Hey everyone, it's been 2 minutes and I haven't been raped yet. Looks like a good day.
And there was much rejoicing.
Stop playing break free from your chains, to break free from your cage. What we don't want to do is go back to a traditionalist world. Hi, I'm Diana Davison. I've been talking lately about how women control and manipulate men. And I have a third story that came to me quite by accident. At about 2 in the morning, a couple started arguing outside of my porch here, so I decided to go out, have a cigarette, and observe. So this guy was in conflict with a woman. She did most of the talking. It wasn't really a conversation going on. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this tone of voice. It's not what she was saying here that's important, it's the tone of voice and how that tone changes in a little while. So she's going on like, and you go out last night, you're out till 4 in the morning. I don't know where you are, but I know you're with her. And do I get to go out? No, I'm stuck here. I asked if I could go out last night and you said no. So I stayed home and you go out whenever you want. You can just, take off. You leave me with your baby, the baby that you made, and I can't do that. And you can just go out whenever you feel like it. That's not right. This isn't, you're not thinking about me. You're not thinking about your baby. So anyways, this goes on for a long, long time. And, he mutters a few replies, but nothing really effective. And essentially, she just keeps going and going and going. Like the Energizer Bunny. And this is about 2 in the morning. And that's her tone. The translation of this is actually, and this is why it's not important what she's saying, what she's doing is saying, and you're now in a relationship with me, you have a baby, I own you, you need to do what I say, and if you don't do these things, then you're going to be fucked because I'm going to find a way to make you pay for it. Over and over again in a multitude of ways. So, this is 2 in the morning, and some nights I don't sleep very much. I get up to go to work, and it's about 5 hours later. And as I'm walking past their apartment, this is what I hear. Alright, I can't really scream. I've tried before and it just doesn't work. Blood-curdling wail as I'm walking past the apartment. I hear footsteps and somebody walking out and this repeated wailing. And then a door slams and this guy starts saying, "Don't drop it, don't drop it." And it was a weird thing to hear him say, so I turn around and I see this overweight woman running out into a rainy morning, a cold rainy morning, with just her house clothes on and a baby clutched to her chest, running after this guy. And you can't see my whole body, but she's running with this baby held to her side loosely like a prop. And he's basically saying to her, "Don't drop the baby." And she's just like going, "No, no, you can't go, you can't go." And he walks across the street and just keeps turning and saying, "Don't drop it." And there was no conflict coming at her, no aggression coming at her from this guy. He had made a decision that I suspect he hadn't slept all night. He'd been listening to the previous droning, telling him what his responsibilities were. And he finally just went, "I got a decision to make. Can I live like this?" No. He got up, walked out the door, and that's all he wanted to do, leave. She grabs her baby like a prop and is disregarding this baby's well-being so much. I mean, it's not wise to leave a baby in the house, but she's running with this thing flying at her side as she's heaving her body after him down the road, and just in horror that her entire reality came crashing around her. This guy has a role. She's had his baby. She's now trapped him into this relationship, and she was convinced the night before, only 5 hours ago, that she could do and say anything she wanted, and it was going to work out for her because of this baby. And all of a sudden, explosion. Her entire reality is falling apart. This guy's literally walking out the door, and she can't stop him from doing so. The baby is nothing to her. All it is a prop. And her disregard is to the extent that she's not only taking this baby out in the rain, not dressed appropriately, not even covered with a blanket, but she's hauling this thing like almost like evidence. Look at this baby. You can't leave because baby, all right? So I think this story is important for MGTOW. The way I see it, MGTOW has gotten the 2 a.m. response, the indignant response, where they're going, you're not allowed to do this. You can't say these things. And we're heading into the full-on, like, voting with your feet. This guy, when he literally, walked away, left her, and she found herself abandoned, the indignant shaming response didn't work. She went into screaming and wailing mode. This is on an interpersonal level. On a social level, what's that going to mean? And the question is this: are you ready for it? Are you going to keep walking? So that's my video for the week. I've got some more stuff coming up. Legal feminism. I'm going to be writing an article that introduces the scope of what's going on in the legal world with feminists. But their lawyers have been dealing with this for a long time. So what I'm doing with Elizabeth Sheehy, I think is important, but it's not going to fix the problem. Feminism is just the oozing sore. It is not the disease. The disease is gynocentrism. And this story is a better example of what works. And what works? Vote with your feet. And be ready for the screaming. And now for the rape joke of the week. My friend got raped yesterday on her lunch break by a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Ironically, he wasn't wearing a mask, and as a result, we don't know which one it was.